magic. We're magic. Magic Mondays with Coley.
Hey, energy party people. It's that time again. So let's get together for some community and talk about energy work and being a sensitive person. Woo! This is an extra fun time to be a sensitive person, right? Woo! Lots going on. Lots going on. Okay, but I don't need to tell you that. I bet you can live anywhere in the world and know what's going on in this country. Yikes. Anyway, that being said, welcome to Magic Mondays, whether you're watching live or in the future. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'm trying to do too many things at one time. And we're going to use a feather this time. Ooh, it's a feather from a raptor. Ooh, I think. I don't know where this feather is from. Anyway, so thank you to the bird that donated this feather. Okay, so enough on this. We're just smudging the space, creating room for some magic and hopefully fun. And yeah. So let us welcome Yvonne. Oh, Yvonne, I bet you were such a good student in school. You were probably like me, sitting in the front row. At least in grad school, I did that. Anyway, so Yvonne says good morning. So good morning to you. And you know what that gets you? That's right. It gets you a should be an award-winning theme song. Here you go.
Yvonne is in the house. Check her out.
Okay, so seriously, check her out. Yeah, so lots going on. I did not sleep well last night. Yeah, I did not sleep well last night. So I have my first, my official solo first radio gig tomorrow, The Empowered Empath. And I'm going through so much stress around it. I'm feeling better about it right now. But all I really need to do is show up. Like the wheels are turning. Anybody relate? The wheels are turning. I could talk about this. I can talk about that. Or I have nothing to talk about. Oh no. I can talk about what I do like till the cows come home. And I do it all the time. I practice doing fake TED Talks, just spontaneous TED Talks. If I was going to just do the radio thing, like somebody told me, oh, we're going live in 1 minute. Oh, okay. No problem. But it's the anticipation that makes me not sleep well. Yeah. And add any kind of something I'm festering on, add darkness. Ugh. So I used to be such a good little sleeper. I really did. Sleep, well, sadly, was kind of my escape. I'm sure no one can relate to that. Yeah. Like sleep was such an escape when I was in my 20s working for the county in a job that was killing my soul, determining welfare eligibility. And I had just Sadie and I both just got cats. They are siblings. They were siblings. Rest in peace, Charlie and Stewie. So Charlie was my girl, orange cat, and Stewie was Sadie's Stuart. Okay, let's just get real formal here. So Charlie was Charlie Mackenzie, and Stuart was Stuart Mackenzie, both character names from that's right. So I married an axe murderer. Yeah, and little Charlie, so they were kittens that we got from the farm where they were running wild. Yeah, and by the way, another side note. Yeah, bear with me. When Sadie we first got Charlie, and she was just from the start. Sadie was holding her on the drive home, and she's just looking around and just good natured all the way. And then Sadie enjoyed having Charlie around, so we went back and got Stewie, and he was covered in, I guess, motor oil because he was hiding under the car or something. Anyway, and I say all this to say that he was always kind of a little like wussy boy. I say that with love. And Charlie was always more of a man, a man, even though she is just a girl, just a girl. Yeah. Anyway, but what I want to tell you is if you do have an animal covered in oil, apparently Dawn really does take grease out of your way. It gets grease out of your way. When Stewie was covered in oil, she called the vet, and the vet said, "Get some Dawn." And sure enough, cleaned him up just right. Back to the sleeping. So I remember, like, when I worked for the county, I was just living for sleeping, and yeah, and getting together with my friends and drinking. Anyway, yeah. So one night I had to get up in the middle of the night to go pee. Nice. Anyway, um, and Charlie followed me in. So I literally, thank God it was only pee. I stood up, not even turned around to flush, and Charlie jumped in the toilet with and got in my pee, and I was furious. Like, and I told that little bitch, like, I might have to get rid of you because, like, you're fucking with my sleep. Anyway, and I guess that happened enough. And I'm sure I just toweled her off and went back to sleep because whatever, it's just pee. But anyway, I remember threatening all the time, I'm going to get rid of Charlie. And then Aunt Sadie took Charlie into her bedroom and kind of raised her for a few months at least, so I could get my sleep and not get rid of her. Anyway, Charlie had a lovely life. She lived to 14 and she was my sweet baby. Anyway, wow, why am I talking about this? Oh yeah, sleep. Didn't sleep well and kind of haven't slept my best since menopause. I'll just say it. Whoo. Yeah. Okay, well that's a great start to my show. Here's hoping that my radio show starts better than that tomorrow, but we'll see. And back to that, I realize ultimately I just need to show up. I just need to show up and talk about what I'm going to talk about. And as Dave reminded me this morning, he's like, that time is just going to go like that. And, I'm trying to find my sponsor for my show. And, she has an international audience, and God only knows who's going to listen to me, who's going to choose to tune in and listen to me. I don't know. It's a chance I'm taking. And she's got a lot of listeners. So hopefully a bunch of them will be inspired to learn about the empowered empath. Yeah. Ooh. So I'm thinking of making it a radio show. Oh, it is a radio show, a call-in show where maybe I think I'll just throw it out there unless I don't feel inspired to. Just throw it out there like next time or even maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe somebody will be listening, hear the phone number, and call right in. We'll see. We'll see how this works. This is all brand new to me, and I need to just remember it is brand new to me, and I just need to show up and talk about what I talk about and know what my intention is. My intention is, as always, well, as I mentioned in my book, let's just have a drink to that.
Drink.
Wow, that took forever. Okay, so yeah, as I mentioned, first thing in my book is I'm on a mission to coax magic people out of hiding. And yeah, so I'll just talk about what I talk about. Oh my God, why am I still talking about this? Okay, well, moving on. Yeah. Oh, but if you are interested, let's get to a slide. So, okay. So that is not the official banner. I repeat, not the official banner, but newsforthesoul.com is the link. And if you go to the website, you'll see a phone number. You can call in if you'd like to. You could be watching this and call in tomorrow and possibly ask a question that you would like help with energetically. Okay, so all right, so interesting things that have happened this week. Yeah, so it was sometime this past week. Dave had gone to work, and okay, it doesn't really matter. No one's going to quiz me on what I was doing, but I believe I was earmuffs if this is too much for you, TMI, but I was busy cleaning up from doing my enema series. And to which my liver says, thank you. So does my colon. Anyway, and I walked into the bedroom and there was a bright red drop of, it looked like blood, a drop of bright red, still wet blood. I assure you, on no part of my person was I dripping blood. I checked in with Dave, like, do you know what that means? And his response is, no, maybe I started my period. So anyway, yeah, so that was interesting. So when I got the chance, I asked about the blood thing, and just like anything, it's worth checking into the energy behind it because we're always being given clues. So I took that as a clue to check in, and I just asked, is there something energetic bubbling up, or is somebody trying to get my attention? That's right. I asked, is somebody trying to get my attention with this drop of what seems to be blood? Yes. And I got, through a lot of questions, it was Javier, our house. Read all about Javier or listen to it on the audiobook. How I love Javier, our house. Anyway, so he was trying to get my attention, and there was some work he needed done. That work included, I believe it was sealing up a negative portal, and something else showed up too. I forget what it was. And then that was it. And there have been no other drops of blood anywhere. And Dave and I are still not bleeding from our persons. And we all know that I'm not bleeding anymore, as I've just bragged about menopause. So yay me. And my mom was absolutely right. I would enjoy not having a period anymore. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and check in on our sponsor for this week. This is an old favorite. Let me get to it. Da, da, da. Come on. Okay. Wow. Sorry about that, folks. Today's sponsor is Type 5 Security. We'll beat your stalker to the punchline. That's right. Type 5 Security. And this is, in case this isn't obvious and you don't know what a Type 5 is, this is specifically security for comedians. Type 5 Security will beat your stalker to the punchline. Thank you. Thanks for being a sponsor. Also, we're being represented or sponsored this week by Joni Loves Tchotchkes for all your knick-knack needs. Joni loves tchotchkes. Yeah, she does. Okay. So that being said, yeah. I know this is a weird time to say this, but I'm kind of considering if I'm going to keep doing this. Last week and this week, there are less people watching. And I know that seems weird to bring up, but whatever. It's my show. And this is kind of my, my working it out gig that I've never really tried to promote. So it's just kind of been my little project. And I've had my, sweet little audiences that have come through over the last 4.5 years. And I'm just wondering if I should keep doing it. So, but it's been such great practice for talking about what I do and showing up no matter what. So, I'm just playing with that idea. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I didn't intend to say that right now, but welcome, welcome to me. Okay, we talked about the radio. We talked about the stigmata, Javier's stigmata, and our sponsor. So let's go ahead and look at just a reminder of everything I share. It's based on this. The universe is in a conspiracy for our happiness. The universe always has our backs. Therefore, if it's happening to us, it's happening for us. So, what is the universe bringing to our attention for our highest growth, healing, and happiness, especially when we get triggered? Whew. Yeah, I know all about getting triggered, but man, oh man, is it helpful to have tools. And just like, so I woke up this morning after waking up many times during the night, being all freaked out. And the thing that keeps me continuing to feel pretty good, and I still feel like the luckiest person in the world, even though I'm fairly uncomfortable at the moment, or quite a bit in the last year or so. Yeah, I know I have tools to pick apart anything that's really in my face. And the more you look at the stuff that's getting your attention, the energy, or perhaps the unhealed energy that is getting your attention because it's being reflected back to you and, say, getting triggered by what you're seeing in the world. A president who seems like he doesn't give a fuck about anything except himself and his rich friends. I don't know. Oh, speaking of, um, so interesting. And Coop, we're going to I'm just telling you right now, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because I feel like it could go somewhere. But yeah, the fact Trump and Elon having a falling out and just that shit show, and that's our president, and it's just so fucking gross. And man, talk about um, a rich environment for triggering a lot of people. And I wonder about the people in my life who are very pro him, um, and have been for, well, at least 8 years now. I wonder if they're still behind him. And if I could stomach asking them, I would. And yeah, I'm just not going to go there. I just wanted to acknowledge that things are cray cray, and it really, really, really helps. And the only reason I'm doing this is to share my message that when you start especially looking at your triggers in a way that we're all triggered. We all have triggers all the time. And when you can actually peel them apart and feel okay again. So the thing you're looking at in the world, like orange one will still be the orange one. But if you can handle the energy that's coming up for you specifically through all of your filters and all of your unhealed energy, man, does life get better and easier. And it changes your perception. It just does. So, and as much as I haven't put myself out there, why am I crying? Damn it. Anyway, okay. I'm not even going to go where I was going to go. Yeah. Being an empath, in case it's not obvious, is not easy. But when you have tools, it gets better. It gets better. And even though I might look like a a heap of upset right now, really, I know I'm crying for a reason. Something is getting my attention. And I'm also speaking my truth, where that makes me cry a lot too. So let's just go ahead. Rather than me talk about what could be showing up for me right now, I'm going to get out my pendulum and start asking. And Coop, I will bring you on soon. Thank you for standing by. Okay. And okay. Before we go there, and I'd love a respite. White Jasmine says hi. Hi, Blanca. And let's go ahead and play her song. Here we go.
Blanca. Oh, Blanca. Thank you for showing up today. Yay!
Yay, Blanca. Even though I'm crying a little bit, I'm really glad you showed up. So I'm just going to check in real quick, and I might just be getting emotional because, well, I've got a lot going on. And, well, I guess what I'm starting to talk about is as I've mentioned many times, I've been afraid to put myself out there for a really long time, for the vast, vast majority of my life. And I'm just doing this kind of officially in the last year. And I have the book, and I'm on this mission to help women worldwide. And as I mentioned, it wasn't okay. Maybe I've been on my mission. I forget, but it's like a year ago, I didn't realize the mission I was on. I was trying to get my book out of me so I could just put it out there and do something else. And clearly that's not my path. And I'll just say it. It's just a lot. It's everything that's happening. It's good. And I'm so grateful the way it's unfolding, because so if you looked at my life, if you just watched me on an average day, you'd be going, wow, how does that chick ever get anything done? Because I have allowed myself, I've called it the experiment for the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years of I'm going to go where I'm led, as I've always gone where I'm led. But as far as just me doing me on a daily basis, and thank God for the most supportive husband in the universe. I started working from home, and I haven't been doing the things that like you're supposed to do when you're in business, and I hadn't really been tending to my email list. I was scared shitless of technology, so I wasn't putting out an email regularly. Yeah, and somehow people found me, and so I've maintained this practice, but I've allowed myself, I have days where it's like, I just can't do anything today, and so I'm just not going to do anything today. And I know that feels like such privilege, but there's a lot going on in the background, even when I'm not doing anything. And somehow Dave's gotten it, and I've been kind of beating myself up for so many years until recently, still working on it. But so basically it's like I've allowed myself to have the experiment and experience of, the best word I can say is unwinding. Like after, I'm sure no one can relate. JK LOL. I've been allowing myself to kind of unwind from a lifetime of a lot of tension, and not understanding who I was. And anyway, and so yeah, it kind of looks, if you were just a fly on the wall, if you watch me on an average day, you might not think I was doing a lot, but trust me, there's a lot going on. And I'm always kind of working, because I'm always considering ways of looking at things and gaining new awareness, and doing a lot of energy work and creating things and entertaining myself. And as of the last year, been studying under Mary Morrissey and really learning to pay attention to my thoughts and what comes up for me in a deeper way. And yeah, so what I'm realizing after saying all of that, thanks for listening. I'm realizing the beautiful. So I keep moving forward, even though I don't feel like I've been doing all the steps I was supposed to take. But I've watched some people take those steps in business and run themselves into the ground. And maybe they have great businesses, but personally, their lives aren't that great, or their health is tanking. And my health is pretty great. And yeah, I guess, as my best friend pointed out one day, she's like, well, you're going to just do it as you choose to, because you just do things the way you want to do them, or something like that. Anyway, and so I'm still not great at building up my email list. I'm working on it, but just in the last year or so, I've been like, okay, I'm ready to talk about what I do. It's safe enough for me to do that. I'm ready. And so I'm taking the steps that I can take in a way that I can stand. And I'm really, and my whole fucking point, thanks for waiting. my whole point is I'm realizing the beauty and the perfect divine timing of all of it, of doing it the way that's right for me. And yeah, a few years ago, I met this woman. Thank you, Judy, my writing coach, who introduced me to a woman who helped me get past my technology shit and start putting out a weekly email. And I put out one yesterday, and I put out like over 100, 130 or something. And so that's just part of my week. On Sundays, I create my email. And do I always want to? Hell no. But then it's just what I do. And so it's been put in place. So that's just something I do. This show, Magic Mondays, this got put in place, even though it was a month-long experiment. Now it's, 4.5 years later, I show up every Monday as is. And it's really been teaching me in this really gentle way, because I don't have a giant audience. Would I like to? Yeah, at some point. But there's a part of me that's like my ego or my brain is like, yeah, have a fucking giant audience and, in turn, make a bunch of money and this and that. But that hasn't been the path. If that happened and all of a sudden I had a giant audience, well, I think I could take it now. But up until now, I think it would have, I think it, I don't think I would have handled it very well. It wouldn't have been time. And I think of, these like kids who are like become super famous, or maybe like a young rock star or something. And like they go from kind of obscurity to like everybody wants a piece of them, and they're being pulled in all directions, and they're not even grown up yet, and their brains aren't formed yet. And like, how do they handle it? Well, a lot of them go to rehab. Anyway, yeah. So blah, blah, blah. Things are unfolding perfectly. And so I'm just having these things that are showing up for me that are kind of layering on top of each other. So it's kind of like I've had this kind of open canvas of, yeah, I do my energy work when I do my energy work. And I just kind of have this, I have a lot of freedom in my days, a lot of my days, and things are being put in place in a way that I can handle it. So showing up, if it's not obvious, I just show up for Magic Mondays. I might jot a few notes down during the week if there's something I don't want to forget, but even that I usually don't do. And I just show up. And um, yeah, and it's kind of a big deal for me. If you don't think it's a big deal, try it. I dare you. Anyway, yeah, but wow, this has been such a good experience. And so it's just, as I was telling Dave yesterday, it's like, it doesn't matter if I want to do it or not. On Mondays, this is what I do. And Sundays, I write my email. And now, I have my mentoring group on Wednesday evenings. And what do I do for that? I show up. And it just kind of works out. Yeah. And I'm learning so much from it in a really gentle way. And now to add on another layer of a regular thing for me is this once a month radio gig, second Tuesday of every month. And so in 24 hours, I'll be about halfway done with it. So yeah. Whew. So, and I realized like, okay, this is a beautiful unfolding. And even though I've been so hard on myself of like, I'm not marketing myself and I'm not doing this uncomfortable, horrible thing that feels wrong, it's really turning out to be the best thing for me. Yeah. And kudos to everyone who goes through the steps of the things that feel awful to them and they build their great businesses. And to you, I hope you have a lot of balance, because this is the balance that I've needed to do what I do. And yeah, I'm really learning how to be vulnerable out loud. Whoo! What a ride. Anyway, whew. And Shannon, hi Shannon, Dr. Shannon, the glamorous, amazing, beautiful, funny Dr. Shannon. Intelligent. Okay, I could go on. Shannon is here, and Shannon says marketing is why I won't start a new business. I hear you. Oh my God. Shannon, we'll play your theme song in a second, but I remember being in chiropractic school and I went to, I think it was like a little seminar somebody was putting on a Saturday. And it was all about going door to door. Are you fucking kidding me? Going door to door saying, hi, I'm the new chiropractor in town. That just sounds like my total nightmare. Anyway, but back to important things. Shannon, here is your song.
Shannon, Shannon, Shannon is here. Hey, Dr. Shannon.
Hey, Dr. Shannon. Okay. Yeah, Ugg is right. Okay. So, whoo. Oh, and Shannon says she loves her song. Yeah, I understand. It's pretty great. And speaking of, thank you for the reminder. I'm going to also play a song for Gabby because oftentimes she's here but has no way to respond. So here you are, Gabby.
Gabri J, Gabri K, Gabrielle is here today. Welcome.
Welcome. Okay. And so Blanca says, I'm great at sales and marketing, but had not found something worthy of marketing until now. Ooh. Blanca, maybe we need to talk, huh? Anyway, and we should just talk anyway, because it's fun to catch up with you. Anyway, I have full chills, by the way, Blanca, for what it's worth. So thanks for listening. And if you check out my show tomorrow, great. And if you don't, I'll put a link to it because you can listen to it later. And at some point, I'll dare myself to listen to it again as well. Yeah. And I think I mentioned this last time, but I dared myself to listen to my first show, which was being interviewed by Nicole Whitney, the founder of News for the Soul. And as I was listening to it, I was like, oh, I'm going to dare myself. And I started listening to it, ended up listening to the whole thing because I was kind of riveted, even though it was me. It's weird. But what was fascinating was just paying attention. I didn't stop and clean up any energy around it. I just paid attention to the tension. Like my brain was like, I'm interested. This is really cool. I think I'm doing a pretty great job. And my body was like, I was trying to stop clenching my jaw. And I'm not a jaw clencher. So fascinating. So we'll see how this one goes. Wish me luck. And the worst thing that can happen, I keep reminding myself, the worst thing that can happen is nobody listens and it sucks. Or a gazillion people listen and it sucks. So what? It really doesn't matter. So I'm really proud of myself that I'm stepping into this, even though I'm a little bit scared. Scared, yeah. Anyway, okay. We're gonna watch this just as a little palate cleanser before we bring Coop on. Okay, this is my brother. Body piercing jewelry empire owning JD. I just love this. Enjoy.
As I took my last breath, and I knew that the world was over and nature was going to take it all back, I knew I had one last thing to do, and it was to drink my last Modelo.
I just love it. Anyway, and if you ever purchased or received one of my pendulums back in the day, yeah, he's the one that said, hey, I can make a pendulum for you, with his robots in his factory. Oh, he's got lots of humans too, but the robots are fascinating. Yeah, and in case you're wondering, they don't have heads; they're just arms. But anyway, yeah. So that weirdo is responsible for the creation of those pendulums. Okay. And I say weirdo with tons and tons of love. Okay. And let's just remind everybody this week's sponsor is Type 5 Security. Will beat your stalker to the punch line. Beat your stalkers to the punch line. Okay. Thank God for the comedians. Let's keep them safe. Okay. All right. So I can't think of any other reason to not bring Coop on. Coop, we need to make some sponsor coupons. But anyway, every time I think that. So without further ado, let me find the song. Oh my God. Okay, I can do this. Seriously, I can do this. Okay, Coop, get ready for your close up. Smiles, everyone, smiles.
Ooh, ooh, we're catching up with Coop. We're catching up with Coop. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hi, Coop.
Hey, everybody.
How are you doing?
Not good.
I was gonna say you kind of something doesn't seem right.
There's not a lot I'm feeling right about. So, just yeah, a lot of things. Everything seems to be going wrong. I'm having a really hard time feeling grateful today so far. Mainly, the main thing among everything else, I'm preparing myself for Wednesday to be Aries' last day. So that's really kind of weighing on me. And yeah, not a lot else is going right. I'm having a real hard time feeling grateful. So I am grateful. One thing, this morning I broke down a little bit, and Brock was here. He gave me a hug, and he cried with me for a little bit. So I'm grateful for that. That was a nice moment. But yeah, it's just been a rough Monday. And I mean, I could go on and on and on. I really would rather not. So, but I went to the gym. I'm here now. So just trying to do the things I said I was going to do, and I'm not sure what the rest of the day will bring me, but yeah.
So I'm so sorry I missed the first part you said. So did you say last Wednesday or this Wednesday?
This Wednesday,
Okay.
in about 48 hours.
I thought that's what
Aries,
you said.
I have a vet appointment. His jaw is all swollen. He hasn't eaten in 2 days.
Oh, baby.
I've already spent over $5,000 on his teeth, and I don't have money to fix it again. Plus, he's coming up on 15 years old. So
Yeah.
if I did, I don't know. So yeah, I'm kind of at my wit's end, trying to make him comfortable and humor him and do all the little things I can for him now, and it's really getting really hard. So I'm kind of feeling selfish about almost looking forward to Wednesday for all that to be over. And feeling very guilty about that. But yeah, Marketplace has gone to shit. I'm not getting any sales again. Not talking to Shauna right now. Yeah, just a lot of other shit going on. So yeah, I'm just having a hard time trying to be grateful. But yeah, it's hard today. So
Yeah. Well, you've given him such a good life, and
just
like any parent can say that they wish they could have done this or that better, but having been a witness to your relationship with your dogs, any dog would be so lucky. Any person would be so lucky to have that much care, and he knows you love him, and I totally understand for what it's worth. Kind of almost looking forward to it because it's been so hard, and you know that he'll be at peace. I mean, I that's what I believe anyway. He'll be at peace, and yeah, I'm so sorry.
It is what it is.
Anybody watching this is thinking about you. Anyway, so let's see. Yvonne says, I'm so sorry, Coop. Losing a precious fur baby is the worst. Yeah, Yvonne. Yeah. I think Yvonne would say that she prefers animals over most people. Yeah, so I know she's feeling it. Yeah. And Blanca says, take care, Coop. Yeah. So just know we're all thinking about you, and it's really hard. And Shannon says, heartbreaking. Yeah, Shannon knows. Yeah, anybody who's had a fur baby, I'm sure is really feeling you. And I'll just say,
Thank you.
Coop, feel free. I just might have to reach out to you on Wednesday, or just know that if you need anything from me, please reach out. And
Oh, thank you.
Yvonne says, yeah, she gets it. Absolutely, she gets it. Yeah. So, well, let's. How about we jump into some magic and see what shows up?
Yes, please. That'd be great.
And thank you for showing up today, despite But
Well, I'm being selfish again. I'm here for me, honestly.
good.
So
It's good to be selfish. It yeah. The word selfish, yeah. Anyway, I think you know what I mean. You taking care of you is important.
no one
But
else has got it.
selfish
So
in the
yeah,
best way. Anyway, well, I love you, and I'm sending you
thanks.
tons of love, and I'm glad Brock is there
Yeah, me too.
with you. Yeah, whether you guys even speak, just knowing he's there, I'm glad that your human baby is there.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So let's go ahead and check in for the group. So, well, first of all, let's do a quick grounding. Let's go from our hearts. The color is green. So we're expanding that green, our beautiful heart, our beautiful, powerful heart energies. We're sending out our love to the entire world, out to the far reaches of the universe. We're also opening up our crown chakras and allowing in the cosmic energy to swirl through our energy fields, dipping down into beautiful, powerful Mother Earth Gaia, bringing up some of her energy. So we're creating an interface between heaven and earth through us. Okay, with all the crying, let me take care of a human snot issue. One moment. Thank you. Okay, so let's put out an announcement for any deceased people who or stuck souls that need a little help. Just they need an exit strategy to the light. Care of our friend Jesus. Okay, so oh, whew. Okay, I need to get my shit together, or as I like to say, get my head out of my ass. It just cracks me up. So, okay, so putting out the call. If there are any dead people with anybody watching live or in the future, this is your chance to move on to the light. So, do I have any takers? Yes. Okay, Jesus, are you ready to take these people home? Yep. Okay, let's do it. So, give us a moment. Okay. All right. So have we successfully released the dead people to the light? Anybody who needed it? Yep. Okay. So, so is there something energetic to do for the group today, watching live and in the future? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row monkey. No. Okay, good. So this is in row 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 7. Okay. So 7, that is a vow. Vow, agreement, contract, something along those lines. Okay. All right. This is a personal vow for the group. Yep. This is in column A. No. Column B. Yeah. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5. Okay. So a vow of poverty or a vow of lack. Okay. So, all right. So, are we ready to have this vow released? Yes. Okay. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Anything else we need to understand about this? No? Okay. Are we ready? We are. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, have we successfully released this vow for whoever needed it? Yep. Okay. So, is there something? So, let me just ask this. That's you, right?
Brock's looking for his phone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Phone located. Good job, Brock. Okay. Who's a big boy? Okay. College boy. All right. So, okay. So let's just ask. So I'm gonna ask what would be the next best thing to check on, and I'm just gonna check in. So would it be a good idea, and for his highest good and well-being, to check in on your sweet doggy? Yes. Is that okay with you, Coop?
Totally.
Okay.
Wherever the
So,
pendulum leads us.
huh?
Wherever the pendulum leads us.
Thank you. I've trained you well. Do what I say. No one gets hurt. Okay. All right. So it's safe and appropriate to check in on Aries. Yeah. Okay. Aries, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your body. Yes. Your space, your home, each and every one of your chakras, energy fields. Yeah. Okay. So, is there something energetic we can do for you, Aries? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yeah. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 3. So, if I'm not mistaken, that's leading me to my spirit animal chart.
Oh, cool.
So, let's see who's showing up. Okay. So, this spirit animal is on my chart. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. Yes. In row 3. No. Okay. Eagle. Interesting. So I know, and I think Yvonne watches this. There's a camera at Big Bear, somewhere in Big Bear, and they're I forget the names of the eagles. I'm not watching this too much, but my husband is. And this eagle couple had 2 babies, and they recently both launched or
Yeah, I
fled.
saw a headline on that.
Yeah. So bear with me. Okay, so I'm getting my medicine cards book, and let's see what Eagle has for Aries. Wow. Not that it matters, but this page is marked up. Had this for so long. I mean, it's like falling up. It's in pieces. It's falling apart. So anyway, Eagle. So the headline for Eagle is Spirit. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Da, da, da. So I'm just going to read a little bit, and then we'll ask if there's something more specific from this. But okay, Aries. So Eagle medicine is the power of the Great Spirit, the connection to the divine. It's the ability to live in the realm of spirit and yet remain connected and balanced within the realm of earth, which is interesting since, anyway, I don't have to say it. Okay. So, from the heights of the clouds, Eagle is close to the heavens where the Great Spirit dwells. Okay. So, that being said, so Aries, is there something else in this for us to read out loud for you? Yeah. Okay. It's on this page. No. It's on this page. No. It's on this page. Yes. Okay. It's on the top part. Yes. It's on the bottom part. No. Okay. So, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to read the rest of this page. The part that I was led to. So, bear with me. Okay, I'm going to start on the previous page. In learning to fiercely attack your personal fear of the unknown, the wings of your soul will be supported by the ever-present breezes, which are the breath of the Great Spirit. Feed your body, but more importantly, feed your soul. With the realm of Mother Earth and Father Sky, the dance that leads to flight involves the conquering of fear and the willingness to join the adventure that you are co-creating with the divine. If Eagle has majestically soared into your cards, you are being put on notice to reconnect with the element of air. Wisdom comes in many strange and curious forms and is always related to the creative force of the Great Spirit. Okay, so let's see if we need to read any more. So, is that enough? Yeah, okay. How much more can I cry today? I'm not challenging that. Okay. So, Aries, did you get what you needed from that? Yeah, okay.
If
Sweet
he
baby.
just laid down and put his head down and went to sleep.
Aries. Oh, did not expect this today. Whew. But to quote Monty Python, to keep it a little bit lighter, no one expects the, oh my God, it
Spanish
just fell out of my
Inquisition.
head. The
Spanish
Inquisition.
Inquisition.
No one expects the Inquisition. I can talk. Okay, so Aries, is there more to do for you? Yeah, this is on my master menu. Yes, this is in column A. Yes, in an odd numbered row. Yes, in row 1, 3, 5. Okay. Shattered energy field. Okay, so is that what we're going to do? Okay, Aries, do we need details on this? No, it's safe and appropriate to witness your energy field back into coherence. Yeah. Okay, safe and appropriate from the light. Okay, give me a moment. Okay. So Aries, have we successfully witnessed your energy field back into coherence? Yes. Okay. So Aries, anything more to do for you? Nope. Okay. Do you know that your dad loves you? Yeah. So, and just because this keeps going through my head, and I don't need to say it, but Aries, you're always you're always welcome to show up. Well, I'm sure for everybody in your life, but you're always welcome to make yourself known during Magic Mondays, and I would love to hear from you. Yeah. Okay. So, is there something else to do for the group today, magic wise? Yeah. This is in on my master menu. This is in column A, in an odd numbered row, in row 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 17. Okay. And our winner is, fucking kidding me. So she says with love. I'm really going to try to not say fuck at least on my radio gig, but I don't want to hurt myself. So this says surrender to. When that shows up for me by myself with all the time in the world, it's like, anyway, okay. So that being said, so as a group, there's something for us to surrender to. Yeah. Okay. Is this the magic of life? Nope. Okay. Is there a word? Is there a word in my binder that would lead us in the right direction? Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. This is the part of the program where I could have just picked something else. But damn it, being honest.
Yep.
It just matters more to me than just about anything. So, all right. Excuse me. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. I was just looking at my phone. Gabby's like, I'm here. Okay. Hi, Gabby. Hi. Okay. So anytime I'm stuck or trying to figure out like a new thing coming through, this is my process. So, well, let's do this. Let's try it this way. Can I just be given what we need to surrender to? Yeah. Okay. Let me give it a go that way. Give me a moment. All right. Well, that's what popped in my head. Let's see what if it's accurate, and I'm okay if it's not. So, is it basically the message that I call my credo? It is. So, and I know how much of a challenge it can be to believe that the universe is on your side when things happen that we don't like. But man, is it liberating to realize that there's magic in all of it, and deciding that the universe is a chaotic place. Well, there's somebody I know in my life who, yeah, they told me that my they enjoyed my book, but they don't believe in my premise, and how could that possibly be true? But man, oh man, if you don't want to listen to me, listen to Albert Einstein. Like, the best decision or the most important decision you can ever make is to decide whether you live in a loving, kind, supportive universe or a chaotic, hostile universe. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put this up one more time. So if you're up for it, consider trying this on. To me, it's gotten to a point of, like, it's not obvious. It's, how could I think any other way? And that includes when the shit hits the fan, especially when the shit hits the fan. So the universe isn't a conspiracy for our happiness. The universe always has our back. Therefore, if it's happening to you or happening to us, it's happening for us. So in any given situation, what is the universe bringing to your attention for your highest growth, healing, and happiness? And as my mentor says, she calls it curriculum. So, whatever a big theme is for you in your life, that's your curriculum. That's what you're here to learn. I truly, truly 100% believe that our souls choose these lifetimes to step into. And I used to plead with the universe, please don't bring me back here again. This is just too fucking hard. But then I had my ketamine experience, and then I realized, okay, I'm not going to ask that anymore. But there's still a bit of me is like, can I just clean up as much shit as I can this time so I don't have to come back here? But I leave it to the magic of the universe to see what happens there. But anyway, so if you choose to, you can surrender to the idea that, ultimately all is well. And I know, with the way the world is right now, and specifically, in our faces in this country, I truly believe it's all for a reason. And if this is what it takes to wake people up to what needs to really happen in this country, then that's I think that's what's happening, and we'll get through it. Humanity's gotten through worse. And and I don't know if you caught it, and I don't know if they even repeated it. I think it was just live once, and I happened to stumble upon it on HBO or Max this weekend. It was a live Broadway performance of George Clooney in Good Night, Good Luck.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it was intense. Like when I told Dave, oh, you want to check out George Clooney on Broadway? I didn't know it was about the McCarthy era and all that shit show. And I guess it was written by him, George Clooney.
Oh,
yeah, I just saw that today, that he wrote the play. And it was really great, and he made it very current. So there's no mistaking how Mr. Clooney feels about what's happening. And knowing that a bunch of famous movie stars are have the same thoughts as I do makes me happy. When the shit's hitting the fan, it helps me to know for some reason that Jon Stewart is having similar feelings. But just remember, no matter what is showing up, especially now, if it's really in your face, there's something in it for you. And if you learn how to clean it up, my way's not the only way, but man, is it helpful for me to when something is really in my face, like I read about Los Angeles and ice and all of that. It's just like, oh my God, that shit gets me hard. But I have a system to look at, like, okay, what's showing up for me? It's not just me as a human having these feelings. There's old shit to be cleaned up. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so enough on that. Have we beaten this surrender thing enough? Oh, good. Enough of the beatings. Okay, is this a good place to stop? Yeah, it's been an hour. Yeah, an hour flies by for me. So wish me luck tomorrow.
Good luck.
Yeah, we'll
Pick
just
a leg.
yeah. Woo. Don't worry. Oh, don't worry. I'll report back. Okay, is that a good place to stop? Yes. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for showing up today, and thank you
Thank
for
you.
anybody who watches in the future, which is most of you. Yeah, sending out tons and tons of love to everybody, and extra love to Coop and his baby,
Getting better.
and baby's brother Brock, and Bria. Anyway, yeah. So anything I can do, Coop, please. Well, I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
check in on you, and just know you don't have to respond. I'm just gonna check in on you because yeah. Um, give your baby tons of kisses from me, and yeah, I hope to see you all next week. And Yvonne says, "Be gentle with yourself, Coop, and break a leg, Colleen."
Thanks, Yvonne.
Okay. Here, seriously, I hope there's no broken legs and I've got long legs, so I think that would be extra unpleasant. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I hope to see you next week. And I love you. Let me know if I can be of any assistance. And yeah, and if I could find the right place to go here on StreamYard, we'll be wrapping this up any moment. Okay, so Coop, any final parting words for this week?
Just be grateful. That's still my mission. And yeah, I thank you very much. I always feel better when we're done here.
Okay,
I
Coop.
feel better
Well,
today
I
too.
know I said, like, well, maybe I won't do this anymore. I'm not sure why I said that, and whatever.
Oh,
And if
and
nothing
you
else,
forgot,
we'll show up for
yeah,
each other.
are you going to be doing magic on your radio show? You like pendulum stuff? I mean,
Think so. Especially if I put it out there, like, oh, call in if you've got something you haven't
yeah,
figured out.
maybe we fold this into that. So we have one big, huge radio podcast.
Well, that's what Nicole Whitney said. She runs this whole thing, and she's like, "Oh, you can just make it a simulcast." And I'm like, "I don't know what that is." So, yeah. And at least for now, I like it that this is kind of my thing where I can just kind of work
Right.
out my shit. Like earlier today when I was feeling like really crazy, I reminded myself, "Oh, I'll probably just kind of work it out on Magic Mondays." So thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. I love you, Coop. Sending you tons and tons of love, and same to your baby. And yeah, so I'm going to end this thing so I don't say anything more except, oh, and well, of course I saw this. Blanca's asking, how can we listen to the radio show? You can go to, I've got it here somewhere. Oh my God. Why is this so hard? Okay. Oh my God. Oh, and that's the sponsor. I accidentally pushed it, but I think I think Burden of Proof is going to be my sponsor tomorrow. We'll find out. Okay. And you can go to newsforthesoul.com. Newsforthesoul.com. And it starts at 11 because it's a live thing. So, yeah. Okay. I can't stop this. So I don't have the brain power. I love you. Be grateful, everyone. See you next time. Bye.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with